Schaefer here with Rage in the Cage OKC News, and we are here at Wilshire Gun Range in North Oklahoma City. This is a sponsor for Rage in the Cage, and we couldn't be more excited. They are sponsoring once again December 16th, Rage in the Cage 49. Our main event standing right here, Marcus Milk Sanchez. Oh my gosh, you are the man. I was so excited. You fought for us a couple of months ago at Kickapoo Casino, and that was your first fight back in MMA. You'd taken some time off for boxing. Tell me about the reason that you decided to take some time off from MMA, and how do you feel like that's helped you as a fighter?
I always wanted to get into boxing, so I took time off, took 2 years off, started training boxing, started competing in boxing. 6-0 as a pro boxer right now, and it's been good on that side, but times change and it's landing me back here in the cage, and I'm ready to go.
Do you feel any nerves getting back into MMA after not really focusing on your MMA as much the past couple of years, or is it just kind of taking time off has given you kind of a new love for the sport?
I adapt well, so crossing back over is what I do. I fight is what I do, and make it happen.
You know, to be honest with you, I've noticed some MMA fighters when they cross over to boxing, you see kind of the hesitation as they're going, for a split second they're wanting to go for the takedown, or you kind of see their body move. I've never seen that with you. So how have you been able to kind of, mentally, when you go into a boxing and say, hey, this is what I need to go in with, and then reverse that for MMA?
Just a mindset, like anything in life. You just have to have the right mindset. And if I'm boxing, I'm focused on boxing. I've trained other arts, so when it comes to MMA, I use all my other tools. I just adjust. It just comes normal, natural, I guess.
Now, you're fighting on December 16th, Zach Radaball, who is 2-0. Of course, you're 6-0. Zach is a very tough competitor. I know he fought for Rage in the Cage just a couple of months ago on one of our cards. So, and not to give away your game plan, because I never want you guys to do that, but how are you feeling going into this fight, and are you preparing any differently than you have for any other fight? I'm doing everything I usually do. Boxing, a few days, I'm hitting the MMA gyms, doing my ground game, so wherever he wants to take it, I'm ready for it. Where are you training at now?
I do a little training at Apex. I go to Elgin, I do boxing out of there. A little backyard training,
What do you consider your home gym? Do you feel like you have a home gym, or do you just kind of like to...
I guess I'm just bouncing around everywhere.
Is that your goal, ever to find a home gym, or you just like to kind of keep it where you can go to different gyms and bounce around?
My main focus is boxing. I'm training boxing more than MMA, so that's the base for me, boxing.
What's your long-term goal?
Get paid.
Doesn't matter if it's local MMA or the big time. I mean, come on, Milk, you've never lost in a fight, whether it be boxing or MMA. And so your obvious goals, I'm assuming, is to get that call for the UFC. Is that right?
Yeah, I definitely want that call. I wasn't no college kid, so I ain't got no degrees, or trying to feed my kids and stuff. So I need to make it one way or another.
How did you end up in fighting in the first place? Were you a wrestler, or tell me a little bit of background on Milk?
I was working at a barbecue joint back in my hometown, and a guy named Terry Acker was doing MMA out of Tuttle, Oklahoma. We worked together, and he just invited me, and I just started it ever since.
Seems like there's a lot of MMA fighters that come out of your town. You're from the Chickasha area.
Fighting chicks?
I was going to say, why does that, it just seems like that, we have so many fighters out of that area.
You don't know nothing about Chickasha, Oklahoma, man. It's just a little small town, man, where there's nothing other to do than fight everybody that walk across you. So that's pretty much how we were growing up.
The one thing that I know, though, is fight everybody. You might fight somebody, but then you're friends the next day, it seems like. Chickasha shows up.
Oh, yeah.
They drive for you guys. They will drive an hour, they'll drive 2 hours. You guys bring your fans from Chickasha.
Chickasha got a lot of support, man.
You've been there, done this for several years in the fight game. So there's a lot of fighters out there, Milk, and I don't know if you realize this because you're very humble, but there's a lot of fighters that look up to you. So what kind of advice can you give fighters that are maybe just getting their amateur career started, and how they can meet their goals in this sport?
it's gonna come with a lot of ups and downs, but you gotta stay on the positive side and keep going forward. Don't quit.
I'm gonna put you on the spot here, and like you said, you've had like 6 boxing matches, 6 MMA bouts. You've been around for a while. Do you have any specific times that have been more memorable than others?
It's all about the same. I'm just putting them down one guy at a time, waiting on my call. So winning, that's just the beginning. It's nothing to celebrate about.
All right. Well, hey, before we wrap this up today, any shout outs, any sponsors you want to say thank you to, or anything that I didn't say that you want to mention about yourself?
Shout out to my family. Shout out to my coaches, people that work with me, all that stuff.
A man, a few words, he takes it all out in the cage. I mean, come on now. All right, guys, come see Milk. He is in our main event, December 16th, Rage in the Cage 49, and get tickets from him while they last, because he's got a fan club that follows him, and he may not have any longer. So if you want to get your ticket from Milk, get it quickly, or from any of the other fighters on the card, or of course you can get them from ticketstorm.com, and we hope to see you there.